Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Crackin' for a Cause video. I am your host, MrBevers. I am joined today by the wonderful Chris, your commander mechanic. Right? Did I get that right? Oh man, I almost flubbed it. I almost felt it. I felt it in the tip of my tongue. I was like, Commander. Oh no, it's commander mechanic. That's correct.
That's right. Hey folks, I'm Chris, and I'm your commander mechanic.
There we go. Perfect. See, awesome. One take, solid. Got there. Um, Thank you for joining me today, Chris. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. This is a Friday that we're recording this, but it will be up on Sunday, the video.
Absolutely, absolutely. An absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, well, let's be honest, it's my pleasure. I love having everybody here on the channel for this series. I think this is like my favorite series that I've ever done, to be honest with you. I love just, being able to shoot a little 15-20 minute video with other creators and, give back to the community in some way, right? That's basically what this is all about. So and I mean, talking about giving back to the community. You're going to give a spiel about where people can find you and stuff. But lately, this past month, actually, I guess Sunday's almost the last episode. Would be second last episode for you.
Yeah. When this comes out, there's going to be one more episode left in what we're calling November. It's our big charity content drive over on my channel. And you can find me and my content on my YouTube channel under the name Commander Mechanic. There's going to be a link, I'm sure. But again, we're doing a content drive, or have been doing a content drive throughout the entire month of November, where we've been posting a brand new deck list and deck tech every day for the entire month. So over 30 videos in 30 days, with all proceeds from the channel and donations going to my charity of choice, Extra Life, in support of Sick Kids Toronto, a foundation near and dear to my heart.
Yeah. Solid choice, of course. I did a lot of Extra Life stuff. I think actually you and I did some stuff with other people just a few weekends ago, back in early November, where we were doing some charity games with CNC. I think it was. Was that where where we bumped into each other? I think it was CNC.
That's right.
But yeah, so great little series that Chris has been putting together there. You should definitely go check it out if you haven't, especially if you're into Commander. And I know a lot of you here are into Commander, so definitely go check it out. But all the links below in the description for, of course, Chris's Twitter and his YouTube and all that good stuff. Do you have an Instagram as well, or?
No, just Twitter and YouTube. You can find us on. You can usually find us in the subreddits for EDH as well, if you're looking for some of our stuff.
Okay, under the same name as well?
Yes, Commander Mechanic.
Solid. Perfect. So for all of you Redditors out there, go check that out as well. But welcome everybody. Like I said, this is Crackin' for a Cause. If you're unfamiliar with the series, this is a series where Chris and I, or my guest and myself, will be doing a pack battle for charity. And the way it works is we're going to have a stipulation. We're going to crack a pack, and then we're going to have a winner and a loser. Winner chooses the charity, loser donates. That's how we do this every time. It's worked out great so far. We've had a lot of great guests, Chris included. So Chris, why don't you tell me where you're going to send my money this week if you were to win?
So we have decided to do something a little bit blingy in celebration of Commander Legends being released, and that we're going to be opening Commander Legends collectors boosters, and we've mutually agreed that the conditions here are going to be in regards to the highest dollar value card pulled out of the pack. So we're essentially doing a pack battle here, and the loser is going to have to donate the value of the winner's highest card to their charity of choice.
Yep. That's great. Yeah, that's what our stipulations are going to be for the battle, which is going to be awesome. So I'm looking forward to sending a whole bunch of money, but where am I going to be sending that money? So what's your charity for this week?
So it is Extra Life, the one that we've been supporting all month long for November, in support of Sick Kids Toronto.
Right. Okay. So I figured that's what you were picking. I wasn't sure. I think I caught it there at the end of your other statement there, but that's awesome. So I'm totally a huge supporter of Sick Kids. I actually have personal experience with Sick Kids, not Toronto, but
Mhm.
with the McMaster branch of it, essentially.
Absolutely.
So I am well versed in what they do, and I am all for sending my money to them. They are just a great little, of course, children's hospital. They do a lot of great work. And
Fantastic foundation, excellent people. They
mhm,
do amazing things. They really do.
yeah,
There are several people in my life that wouldn't be here
right.
without them.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I have the same. I have the same exact experience, basically. Family members who were young and diagnosed with things that someone that age shouldn't have to go through, and they've
Absolutely.
pulled through because of Sick Kids. So, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I, on the other hand, am going to send Chris's money to a local charity here in my hometown, which is the Halton's Women's Place, which is a essentially a shelter for women who have dealt with abuse and all that kind of stuff. So it's just they've been around for as long as I can remember, and I grew up in this town. So
Mhm.
uh, they're a great little corporation. They've been around forever, and I mean, they offer things like, after school programs for kids and all of this kind of stuff. So like, it's just a great little shelter for women who need the help. Right. And
More fantastic people doing fantastic work for people in need, of
exactly.
course.
And they've been in the community forever, which is why I chose them. Cause I was like, you know what? They've been around for so long. uh, I can't not help them. Right. As much as I
Absolutely.
can. So,
Absolutely. Well,
anyway, that's where I'll be sending your money if I was to win. Um,
if I lose, I look forward to sending some over.
and I'm sure they'll be looking forward to getting that, $200 donation. Wait, well, okay. So
Yeah,
Chris and
right.
I had a talk about this before we started filming the episode, and that was if one of us does open like the foil borderless jeweled lotus, which is I don't know how much money right now. Now, just so that everyone else out there is clear, we're going to be looking up prices on face-to-face .ca or I guess are they .com? I guess they're a .com probably, but
They are a .com.
yeah,
Yes.
so Face to Face is a Canadian card company, though, so all of the prices will be in Canadian dollars, just so that you
Uh,
are all aware. Because Commander Mechanic and myself are both Canadians, so
that's
it
right.
works out good for us because we can talk our funny money and not your American dollars, right? That's
Right.
just
There's no exchange rate needed
that's right.
between us.
That's right,
Um,
exactly. Um,
and I just threw up a little bit because a foil extended art jeweled lotus is currently $699 Canadian.
Okay, so my point is, so I was waiting for Chris to look up the price there. My point is that we've both agreed that we were going to donate basically the highest dollar value of the single highest card value from the pack to the winner's charity. Okay. However, we're both putting a cap of $100.
That's
Okay,
right.
so if we do open that crazy jeweled lotus, which could happen, uh, and if it does, sweet. But we're putting
Yeah.
a limit at $100 donation each, just so that everyone else out there is clear as to what's going on. Because it is the holiday season, and I mean, I don't want to force Chris to have to send $600 Canadian to a charity he's never heard of before today.
Oh,
You know,
yeah. That would be something else, right?
they would be like, "What the heck is this donation?"
Yeah,
They're
out of nowhere. I
like,
mean,
"Who is this person?"
that is more than the entire goal that I had for the month for my
Right?
charity for
For
my
for your extra
content
life.
drive. So
How's that going,
yeah.
by the way? Are you
At this point, we're a little over 400, just shy
okay?
of our goal of 500. So if we
Awesome.
open something big, you're going to put us over that.
If you open something big.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's right. If I
If
open
you
something
open
big,
something
you're going to put
big,
us over.
my donation will put you over. That's awesome. I
Yeah,
double that's like a win-win situation right there. But like it's a
absolutely.
win-win-win because really, like I say always with this series, there are no losers, right? Yes, the loser donates the money, but we're all winners here because we're opening packs together, we're having a good time, and we're donating to charity. Nobody's losing here. Nobody's losing.
Exactly. Exactly.
So why don't we get right into it? Right? I know
Okay.
you opened
Yeah,
up like you bought 3 of these, right? And I think you opened 2
I
of them on
did.
Twitter. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
kind of showed them
And
off.
this one's been staring at me for days now, just begging to be opened. So
Right?
I'm eager to crack in here.
Okay. Well, I've got mine open here. Now, I
Yeah, if
remember
you want to get
also
started.
who was I watching the other day? Now, of course, I'm going to just say this right now. I'm obviously going to win here because I've got the foil rock token.
Right, right.
And I mean, that's just like the best token that came out of the set, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right. So
All right.
now are we looking at only really like rares and that kind of stuff for dollar value? Like you don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of the uncommons and stuff unless someone opens like a foil extended art 3 visits, I guess. Is that the one that's like the highest from
Well,
the
even some of the extended art uncommons are worth a little bit of a pretty
Okay.
penny, like
Okay.
the extended art Swords of Plowshares, for instance. And
Okay.
there's you can get the foil extended art Boros charms, which
Right.
are
Okay. Okay.
quite a
So
bit too.
like,
So
again, like I'm talking like we're gonna probably ignore most of the regular foil cards. Is that right?
yes, yeah,
Now, are
for the
you
most
going
part.
from the back or are you going from the front? Because I'm gonna go from the.
So I just wanted to show off my token.
Oh
I did
yeah.
not get
Okay.
a rock token, so
Okay.
I'm clearly behind
You got a
at this
zombie
point.
and a.
I got the zombie salamander.
And I have the mine's the rock golem. See, it's a rock golem. Get it?
Nice, yeah. All right, so let's see the front side. Okay.
All right. So I've got a molder beast.
And I've got an exquisite huntmaster.
Okay. Now, what's your impression, Chris? Like you've opened a few of these now. What's your impression of the foiling and all that kind of stuff?
So I opened a regular booster box
Mm-hmm.
and now a few of these collector's boosters as
Right.
well.
Yep.
And the foiling on the commons and uncommons is fine, but they do pringle, and they pringle
Hard.
pretty bad.
They pringle hard is what I would
Yeah.
call it. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I was showing them off on my stream I think last week because I had opened some collector's packs already and I had opened some regular boosters as well, and then I was
Mhm.
building a sealed deck for this weekend for Command Fest. And actually, I'm probably playing right now when this video goes live. I'm probably live playing my sealed deck. So
Nice.
if you're looking for more Mr. B content, I'm probably live right now on Commander 99's channel. Let's just put that out there.
Nice.
But the cards I pulled out of the pile, right? All of the normal foils, so like commons, uncommons, that kind of stuff that were foiled, are
Mhm.
just curved like crazy. You can even just see it sitting in the box. Looking
Yeah.
down at the top of the cards, they're just curved. You can tell. Now the
Yeah.
foil etched ones are flat as a board.
Yeah, they're
Flat as a
perfect, and
board.
they look fantastic too.
Yes,
Like
they
the
they're
foil etch stuff,
gorgeous.
the pictures and videos that you see of them do not do them justice.
That's
The etched
correct.
is gorgeous,
Yes,
but the regular foiling on the regular cards, they
I
like
find even
they're
the
already bending in my hand
yeah, I
right
feel
now.
the extended arts ones too are also curling just as bad.
That's a shame.
And I'm sitting there and I'm opening these collector's packs and I'm like, oh sweet, this one I got an extended art, Findhorn elves, and it's not foil. Yes, score.
Yeah, right.
I can actually play it.
I ended up pulling in one of the other collector's boosters that I opened, foil full art Undergrowth Stadium.
Oh
So
yeah.
the black green
Mm-hmm.
Bondland,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks gorgeous. It's
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal. Probably not going to be able to play it unless it's flattened at all times, because
Right.
even in a sleeve right now under a stack of other cards, I can see where it is.
It's so sad. It's so
Yeah.
sad to me. Are you on uncommons now?
Yeah, I've just pulled the first uncommon,
Right, and so yours was
uncommon
Siren,
regular foil, and it's a
and
Siren Storm tank.
and mine's a cast down. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And
So then
here I've got
so then you had an uncommon behind that, right?
I have the first uncommon is a Siren Storm Tamer, then a foil Orzhov Advocist.
Right. And I got
Is
a
my
foil extended art Viscera Seer.
Ooh, interesting. All
So
right,
I don't
all
know
right.
how that happened, but here we are.
Yeah. And then my next one is a foil Orami of the Dead Tide.
Nice. And now that's interesting because it's not an etched one. So you've actually
Right.
gotten one of the legendaries in your uncommon slot, essentially.
Right, and it looks like you did as well.
Yeah, I got a Kedis. Emberclaw
Right?
familiar.
Yeah. So this is the regular pack foil. This isn't the etched foil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, and then I got a Urlock of the Scorched Tide.
So you're Jund, and I'm I can never remember what this one
Naya.
is. Naya, that's the one. I can never remember this one for whatever
Right.
reason. Red, green, white. I'm just like I don't know. That's the only. It's the only shard that I'm just like I don't remember the name.
Yeah, and we actually have a Jared list that went up today too
Oh
for as
yeah.
part of November.
There you
That's
go.
right.
So that was actually on Friday. So it'll be 3 days old at
Mm,
this point, or 2 days old at this point. But go check it
It's
out.
it's actually going up on Sunday, the day that this goes
Oh, it's
live.
going up on
So
Sunday. Oh, perfect.
yeah,
Perfect. If you want to go check out a deck build with this card right here, go check out Commander Mechanics channel today. See?
fantastic, fantastic. All right, let's see what's next.
Okay.
All right, foil rare. This is
I
a
actually really like that card that you opened.
a body of knowledge. Yes.
Yeah. I really like that card, and I'm not
Hmm.
normally a blue player, but I really like
Right.
that card because of the fact that it essentially just gets bigger,
Yep.
right? Like it itself is a draw mechanic that also gets bigger as you draw.
Right, and it's a creature that essentially doubles its own power too,
Right.
which is
Yeah,
decent,
exactly.
right? And your
I got the
last
Elvish
foil rare was
Dreadlord, which is a solid removal spell.
yeah, I like that one
The
a lot.
Encore giving every non-elf -9/-9 is very strong. Um,
Absolutely, absolutely. But for decks that are very creature heavy and run removal like the Damnations or the
mhm,
Toxic Deluge,
yeah.
consider this a body with the Deluge without the life
Right.
paid too.
Yep.
So, what the encore cost on that is what? How
Five.
much?
It's eight. Or sorry, seven. Seven. Five and
Seven.
two. Yeah.
So consider what you would pay 3 mana for a Toxic Deluge
Hmm.
and then 9 life to give everything -9/-9,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So in this case, you're paying 4 for 3 copies of that out of the yard,
Hmm.
and then an extra 3 mana to Toxic Deluge for 9 without the loss of life,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Value on top of value. I like it as a card. I
Yeah,
really do.
I agree. I think it's a very strong card as well. All
Right.
right,
All
so
right.
I don't know who's got dollar value here though. I don't think we've hit the dollar value stuff yet at this point.
Yeah, I think that we're going to be looking at that right now. So
You got a
uh,
Kodama's Reach, which is actually really nice. Is that foil or non-foil?
this is non-foil extended art, or as we like to call it, widescreen Kodama's Reach.
Right. Yes, widescreen. That's good. I like that term for it. Yeah, that's good. And I got a Factor Fiction, which
Very
the
nice.
art on this is absolutely phenomenal. I love the Factor
Yeah,
Fiction. This specific Factor Fiction art. So to have it in the widescreen mode is very nice.
absolutely. And I like that they do the widescreen in non-foil too, because again, like we said, the foiling issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then
Okay. All right.
I got a widescreen Sats Will.
Okay. And I got a widescreen Necrotic Hex,
Okay. Okay.
which is
Interesting.
this is a hilarious card to me. Mainly because it's very uh it's very temperamental is what I would think. It's what I want to call it. I don't think that's the right word I'm looking for, but that's what I want to call it. Because
Yeah. No.
it's just or situational. Situational is probably the better word. Yeah. Uh,
Right. Right. Because you
making
need that
someone
many
sack
creatures in play.
exactly. Like if you're at a point where your opponents all have 6 creatures to sack, making them
Yeah.
sack 6 things is probably not going to turn the game around for you.
Right. Right. Especially add that mana cost to it
Right,
too. On,
exactly.
on the other hand, I really like Sats Will
Hmm.
as a card. It's got the will mechanic to it where it's modular, but if you control a commander, you get both choices.
Right.
And one of the choices is an edict
Hmm.
that makes your opponent sacrifice creature with the highest power.
Right, which is
And then the
good.
other one is graveyard removal
Right.
that
Yep.
makes you tokens based on the highest power creature that was exiled from graveyard.
Which is very strong.
Yes, and all at instant speed as
Hmm.
well. And instant speed graveyard removal is great as a gotcha because
Right.
somebody trying to reanimate something or
Yep.
in response to something targeting a yard,
Hmm.
being able to pay 5 mana, exile everybody's yards, and then also get a small army of thrill tokens
Yep.
is incredible here.
That
I like it a lot. The shame is that in widescreen, because it's essentially black art on a black background,
it just kind of
you don't really get anything from the extended art
right,
on this
yeah.
one.
It doesn't add anything to it really. Whereas like with the
Yeah,
necrotic hex you can see because it's got that kind of greenish background, you can at
yeah,
least see that it goes all the way to the edge.
Exactly, exactly. This one you can't really tell it
Yeah,
but
it
a
almost
little bit of
looks
a
like
shade.
on the camera. It almost looks like it's just a normal copy of it, and the
Exactly,
border is there.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we've got
All right.
next.
What's next? Yeah.
Oh, first etched foil.
Oh man.
Oh, there. I think there's the money right there.
This, you know what? I haven't opened a single copy of this yet out of all the packs I've opened so far, and so I'm super stoked to get an etched copy of this because I really want to build around this commander.
Absolutely. Rogue Rock is a fantastic, um, I would say, deck building starter. Like there are
Hmm.
so many ways that you can go with Rogue Rock as a commander,
That's right.
it's fantastic.
Yep.
Because you can go keyword soup, you can go Voltron, you can go any way that you want with it.
Yep.
I see people using it as a storm commander too, which
Really?
is
Yeah,
great.
because it
Oh
costs
yeah,
0, so yeah, fair.
right. And in combination with something like a Molten Echoes, uh,
Hmm. Yeah.
if
Okay.
if you've got warriors coming out or warriors in play,
Hmm.
you can essentially have him keep paying for his commander cost, his commander
Right.
tax on
Yep.
that. So interesting because it's a red commander that you only have to pay colorless for to recast, right?
That's true. That's
So,
true. Oh yeah,
um,
that's
uh,
true as well. I never even thought about that. Yeah, you don't. The commander tax is just generic mana every time, so you never have to pay a color for him.
that's right. That's right.
Hmm.
See, my etched foil is my girl Miara, Thorn of the Glade,
Which is a solid
which
card as well. I really like her.
yeah, and interestingly enough, because she is very elf tribal
Hmm.
heavy in that you can pay a mana whenever an elf dies to lose a life and draw a card, I like her more as a low casting cost color identity
Right.
commander.
Yeah.
Uh, there have been a few decks and a few brews that I've put together that use Miara in the command zone just for access to
To the
black
color.
and
Yep.
to be able to have a 2-drop in the command zone as
Yeah.
well. So
For sure. Absolutely.
so all right, let's see what's up next. I think next is the big one.
Ooh, that's spicy for you.
I have an etched foil Muldrotha the Great.
And I got an etched foil Rakdos Lord of Riots.
Not bad, and I like that I like that they went with the Rakdos Lord of Riots too.
Right. Yeah. As opposed to the numerous other Rakdoses that are out there.
Right, right, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the etched foil Muldrotha. Again, the video just doesn't do the etched foils justice,
No.
but
It
uh,
doesn't.
the
They're
uh, the
gorgeous.
the green in Muldrotha's body is foil, but the
Right.
black around the body is not.
Right.
And these etched foils are like a combination of foil and matte
Yeah.
in them,
They
and
did
it
a
is
phenomenal job.
absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I don't
All
know.
right.
Again, I think I would say probably Muldrotha has probably got a higher price tag than Rakdos, is what
We'll
I would
see.
guess.
We'll see.
Because Muldrotha is a pretty popular commander as is, right?
Right.
And
Right.
she's never been in this etched foil before, except in here, right?
Yeah,
Now, you
exactly.
can actually pull these etched foil other commanders out of draft boosters as well, but it is a
That's
very
right.
slim chance. It's very small.
Yeah, you look at about a rate of 2 etched foils per box
Right.
of regular draft boosters.
Mm-hmm.
When I opened my box of draft boosters, I got an etched foil Hamza,
Mm-hmm.
Guardian of Erishin, which is
Right.
the elephant with +1/+1 counters,
Yep.
and an etched foil Vile Smasher the Fierce as well, which
So
not
you
bad.
did get one of the old ones, which is nice.
Yes, yeah. So they can come in the regular
Yeah.
draft boosters
That's
as well.
awesome.
Okay. All right.
So you're
Let's
just
see what
gonna
our
look up
last ones
prices
are.
there, yeah, and then we'll.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
you got
my last one
Hans,
is
Hansy boy,
Hans
and I got Nostro. Is that how you pronounce that
Nostro.
one? Nostro. I think
Nostro
it's
Nostro like Noki.
right. And this is gorgeous in foil, I have to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
And it's the
See,
etched foil, of course, too, right? So
yeah. I I really like the etched foil on the 3 colored ones because it's gold bordered all the way
right,
around.
yeah,
But I really like the etched foil on the 2 color ones because you get that pop of the color on either side
right,
of the border
yeah, like
too.
like the Rakdos one, yeah,
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
yeah,
Again, I think that this was a really good move on their part, and it's really impressive, and I hope that it's something that they go with in future sets too,
Right.
because
For
these
sure.
are
Yeah.
great.
I agree with you
So
there.
yeah,
So
so none of us got like an opposition agent or a hull breacher or
there's
anything.
nothing
Uh,
standout. Yeah, sure.
so let's take a look
And we
at
each
some
only
of
hit
these.
one mythic, right? Like you got
Right.
Muldrotha and I got Rakdos.
That's right. That's right. So it looks like the etched foil Muldrotha of the Gravetide is an even $20
Okay.
on face to face,
Sounds right.
and an etched foil Rakdos Lord of Riots is uh, is $5.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like I think it's quite a bit less because it's not really the popular one, right?
Right, right. But the other one that I want to hear is how much is that extended art foil Viscera Seer as well? Because that's all right. That one's
That's
actually
a
that one's more than the Rakdos is
right,
at $6,
but not more than Muldrotha. Yeah, which makes sense.
right?
Makes sense to me.
So
Yeah. So the Muldrotha, I think we have a clear winner, and the Muldrotha comes in at $20.
yeah, so
Okay,
we
so
got the beautiful Muldrotha. I do also want to look what Rogue Rock is too, just
sure, yeah, go ahead. But
because so
what I'm
many
gonna do is while
people.
you're doing that, I'm gonna pop up the donation here on the screen,
Mhm.
um, so that everyone can see it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna donate the price of the pack because the card that you opened is less than the price of the pack.
All right. And it looks like your money card is in fact that Rogue Rock,
Really?
as an etched foil Rogue Rock is $10.
Hey, all right. That's not too
There you go.
bad. So I mean, like if
Yeah,
you
no,
add up the things that I got, like I got a 5, I got a 6, and I got a 10. That's 21. Almost,
it's all
it's
right.
$1 more than your one card. See, so
Oh,
not bad. Yeah. So that's why I'm going to donate the price of the pack as opposed to the price of the card, just because the price of the pack will be a little bit better in this case. But again, this also leads us to in the important part here, which is what everyone always says to everybody: if you want cards, buy singles.
absolutely,
Always
absolutely.
buy singles.
Cracking packs is fun,
It's fun.
but if you're gonna crack packs to try and get your money back,
Don't do it.
try something else. Yeah.
Don't do it. It's not worth it. And you might think it's worth it. And you're right. You could get very lucky. And there are people out there who do get extremely lucky.
Hmm.
But it's not
But
always going to be
it's
the
like buying a
case.
lottery ticket. Keep that
Exactly.
in mind. More often
Exactly.
than not, you aren't winning anything back.
That's right. That's right. So that's going to be it for the episode. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And a big thank you to Chris. Chris, why don't you give everyone a little spiel about who you are, where they can find you again, just so that in case they fast forwarded through the video, they can find you.
Awesome. So, Mr. B, thank you so much for having me on. This was a blast. I am Chris, and I'm your Commander Mechanic. I've got a YouTube channel under the banner Commander Mechanic where I do deck building advice and tune ups. And basically, it's your friendly neighborhood Commander advice show where we teach people to be better deck builders. But of course, remember, EDH is all about having fun and never let anybody else tell you how to have fun.
That's great advice. It's absolutely phenomenal advice, and I agree with it wholeheartedly because I'm a terrible deck builder, and it's not going to change. It's not going to change.
And that is perfectly fine as long as you enjoy playing and as long as you have fun. That is all that matters.
That's right. That's right. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I have been your host, MrBevers, joined by the wonderful Chris from Commander Mechanic. And as always, may your pulls ever
Ever
be
be
better.
better.
Perfect.
All right.